Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, we all know that these modern women are broke as a joke. And guys, one of the major themes of this channel, guys, these chicks are screwed, right? Student loan debt, high interest car loans, credit card debt, right? Get rich quick schemes, guys. And what happens is that in their 20s, when they're racking up all this debt and getting pumped and dumped by Chad and Tyrone, by the time that they're in their 30s and have a bastard child, they want one of us guys to swoop in and be the cleanup man.
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world. Guys don't pay off their bills. Well, guys, now we all know that these 304s, they always try and invent conditions to like explain why they do things. Like, oh my God, I can't do this because I have ADHD or whatever. Now they're trying to say that they have money dysmorphia. Clown world. Clown world. So guys, we're gonna go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok to understand what money dysmorphia is. But before we do that, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment because it really helps keep this channel going. Guys, if you're on YouTube, check out the playlist at the end for a whole bunch of videos about chicks being broke. And if you're on Crumble, guys, head over to my YouTube. Guys, let's get into this.
I know I'm not the only one who did not know what money dysmorphia was until I read this article. But let me tell y'all something. It is such an interesting concept.
Clown world.
Especially because I see it everywhere, from how we spend to how the algorithms are. And let's just get into reading the article. So we're going to put on our reading glasses.
Oh, there it is.
And hop right into it.
Oh, there it is, guys. These glasses, I'm going to make a statement. Glad glasses here are almost as bad as a nose ring at this point, as a bull ring.
So before we get started, my name is Gaisha. I am not your favorite economist, and I have been an economist for 3 going on 4 years. So let's go put our eyes on this thing. So the article begins with some very interesting statistics. So in a survey conducted by Credit Karma, 45% of Gen Zers are obsessed with getting rich, and then 59% of millennials feel as if they're behind financially. So my immediate analysis of this whole thing is the fact that you have an entire population that is very susceptible to financial scams.
Yeah, of women.
As get rich quick schemes.
Of women.
Moving along. The article then details the spillover effects of these feelings, such as how people won't save, invest, they'll take on debt or even overspend in order to compensate for what they feel as if that they cannot attain in the long term to make themselves feel good in the short term. This is exactly why paying for programs, although I love me some Clarda Afterpay, all those, right? However, this is why they are so popular. Then the article gets into some of the contributing factors to these feelings, such as how you have historic housing unaffordability, and as well as the fact that wages are barely keeping up with inflation. In addition to this, the author also discussed the numbers in which that people need, or rather salary numbers in which that people need to feel comfortable, rich, and wealthy. So if you want more details on that, feel free to go read the article.
Look at this. It says $75,000, guys. Right? Now, guys, that's what a two-parent working household can do. But these, especially young chicks, they want to be able to live on their own and live a comfortable, well-to-do lifestyle. And it's not realistic.
But anyway, moving on to the last part. The most important takeaway from this paper is to keep your eyes on your own paper. Okay?
Clown
Because
world.
at the end of the day, when you are constantly in comparison mode, you will never attain your goals. Oh, that was kind of a bar. Yeah, let's do that. But anyway,
wow,
back to what I was
annoying.
saying. Make a realistic plan. Make a budget. If you need a budget planner or a budget mapper, I have one on my website called on the www.thejunioreconomist.com. If you need help with that, I will gladly help you. Email me, contact me, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for viewing. And remember, I'm your favorite economist, here to help you weather any economic storm and to warn you about it too.
Jesus, you're annoying. Jesus Christ. Guys, do not take advice. Well, I don't take money advice from women, period. Okay? Especially not one like this. And she's trying to say for women to not care about what other people are doing. Guys, that's what women do. She's asking women to not be jealous of each other? Are you serious? And guys, here's the thing. The idea that $73,000 isn't enough to live on comfortably when a lot of men can make $55,000 and live just fine, right? This is supposed to be an educated, a financial professional that's supposed to help, and all she's doing is blowing smoke out of her butt.
Just like a woman.
And guys are hashtags. Hashtag economics. Hashtag economists. Hashtag money dysmorphia. Hashtag managing your money. Hashtag finance. Hashtag inflation. Oh, sorry, guys. Hashtag manage yo money. Clown world, guys. Clown world.
Have you started to feel like everybody is richer than you? That you're falling behind, that you need to make more money? Even though you have a good job and you have savings, and now you're just obsessed with money and you can't stop thinking about it? Well, you might have a fun new problem called money dysmorphia. A new survey from Credit Karma found that half of Gen Z and millennials are obsessed with getting rich, which...
Look at that, guys. Obsessed with getting rich. Look at that. Absolutely insane. But we know that they would never want to do the amount of work, take the amount of risk that it takes to actually try and become rich.
Obviously, who isn't? We live in a time where you need a lot more cash to be comfortable, and that is changing people's perception of their finances. And they might be onto something. Experts believe our money dysmorphia is being caused by social media consumption.
There it is.
For example, content like this that brags about being a millionaire can make people who even have money feel like they don't have enough money. It's like that old saying, keeping up with the Joneses. Or in our case, the Kardashians, who are rich and basically worshipped for it. But does money dysmorphia really hurt anyone? What's honestly the problem? Well, the financial media says that you might start making bad financial decisions, like blowing your money on a vacation that you can't afford. But
Just like a woman.
I think the opposite can be true. You can be so obsessed with trying to get rich, save money, that you don't actually enjoy your life.
Ugh.
And that any form of spending might stress you out. And that's also not a good place to be. I do think feeling financially behind is a real fear, because you have so many influencers not only showing off their lifestyle, but also bragging about being incredibly rich and saying that $100,000 isn't a lot of money.
Person's upset because I said that $100,000 is not a lot of money.
$100,000 actually is a lot more than the average American makes, which
Double.
is $75,000. But depending on where you live, for example, I live in New York City, $100,000 doesn't go very far. I think the
You can't even buy a week's worth of McDonald's with $100,000 in New York.
real reason why people have money dysmorphia is not just because of social media, although that is a big part of it. And it's not just because we replace our religion with capitalism, which is also a thing. I think people feel really badly about their finances because things are expensive. Our money at grocery stores doesn't go far enough anymore. Housing is unaffordable. A lot of people are living with their parents. I think the reality is if you don't have some level of money dysmorphia, you might not be paying attention to how wacky this economy has gotten.
Right there, guys. Right there. So she said, if you don't have a warped sense of reality about money, then you just don't know. You aren't educated enough. Guys, I don't worry about this economy because I live cheap. I live well below my means. That's what most of us men do. That's why we don't worry about this crap. Money dysmorphia. Guys, I make really good money in my 9 to 5, guys. And I don't go, oh my God, I'm stressed out. Because, guys, you know what? I always live below my means. Always. I save, I invest, right? Most men do. We would rather live in a cardboard box with a couple-year-old car and some beers and a PlayStation 5, and we're just fine.
Because some people have gotten incredibly rich in the past couple years, but others are really struggling. When you're dealing with the high cost of everything, you naturally want to be making more money. Even though the average American makes $75,000 a year, most say they need $230,000 annually in order to feel comfortable.
She said most say they need this. Guys, come on now. You don't need $235,000 a year to be comfortable. That's crazy. Guys, $75,000 $100,000 a year is enough to live comfortably. Because here's the thing. A lot of guys say, look, this living in New York is for the birds. I'm going to move to Alabama. I'm going to move to Utah, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Guys, are hashtags. You ready? Hashtag money trends 2024. Hashtag Molino money. Hashtag personal finance TikTok. Hashtag Gen Z money trends. Hashtag money envy. Look at that, guys. And this is supposed to be someone giving advice. Clown world.
Is giving young professionals money dysmorphia, according to this new Wall Street Journal article.
There it is.
News about layoffs, inflation, paired next to this extreme consumerism we see on the app, that's practically shown side by side as you scroll. It's giving way to a money dysmorphia in young adults, which is the disconnect between how well off young adults actually are and how well they think they're doing. A few of the people interviewed for this article talked about moving back home to save money and how they'd like to buy a house someday, but it feels like some distant dream.
And they're all women.
So disconnected from your goals, it can be really hard to prioritize saving for them because it feels like it'll never happen anyway. So like, why even try?
There you
I'm
go.
not saying that's entirely incorrect, but this is why personalized financial advice is so important, because this whole like, don't drink Starbucks just so you can buy a house, like, just doesn't exist anymore. And
Please, there it is, guys, right there. And guys, this lackadaisical attitude, that's the same thing that they have towards STDs. Oh, I can just be a 304 and bang Chad and Tyrone because everyone just has the herp derp anyways. Everyone just has the clap anyways, right? Absolute clown world.
And some people don't want to buy a house. Have you experienced money dysmorphia? I definitely have. Let us know.
Look at that, guys. You notice how the person that they're showing in this article behind her is a woman, and then if you actually look in the text, everyone that they're referencing is a woman, right? You know what I'm saying? Guys, men don't have money dysmorphia because a lot of us have realistic money expectations and understand we have to pay for stuff. Guys, go back and watch Kevin Samuels, guys, because he is a perfect example of how innumerate that women are. They don't know how much anything costs, right? They want to have this raw rock and roll luxury lifestyle, right? And don't know how to pay for it.
Yeah, just like a woman.
Clown world, right? And then want to sit and whine and moan about stuff. Look at that. Absolutely insane, guys. Guys, live below your means. Invest in a retirement, right? Work as many hours as you can. If your job isn't giving you the money you want, move on to a different job, right? Make money moves, guys. And guys, don't listen to these chicks. Don't pay off their bills, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because the only person whose money that a woman likes spending more than their own is yours. So, guys, are hashtags. You ready? Hashtag personal finance tips. Hashtag money dysmorphia. Hashtag overconsumption. Hashtag personal finance blog. Personal finance tips. And guys, this is all this woman thing where there's a market in the last like 20 years where they try and make some fake qualifier or some fake disease or some fake condition to feed this market of giving women the self-help foolishness. All this is that chicken soup for the soul foolishness, guys. They want to cram as much stuff in this market as possible so that they can give them these solutions to these made-up problems. Look at that. These are the same chicks who want to talk bad about the pharmaceutical industry, but these are basically like an online version of the pharmaceutical industry, giving them fake, ridiculous solutions to problems that aren't real. So, all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.